if we can get through this. I say I'm never going to wear this green shirt again. I said, this morning, I hardly ever wear that green shirt. Not when I do a video, because I tend to move in the chair, and the chair pulls, and then it starts going in its own direction. I tried to cover this song yesterday. We had a thunderstorm, and the thunder was so loud it actually come across on the video. Then I got tickled, and I'm like, they're going to think I messed up. They're not going to understand that I almost started laughing. So I deleted it. So this is it. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. When you take, you gotta give. So live and let live, or let go. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could promise you things like big diamond rings, but you don't find roses growing on stalks of clover. So you better think it over. Well, it's sweet talking, you can make it come true. I would give you the world right now on a silver platter, but what would it matter? So smile for a while and let's be jolly. There shouldn't be some melancholy. Come along and share the good times while we can. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. Woo! I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could sing you a tune or promise you the moon, but if that's what it takes to hold you, I'd just as soon let you go. But there's one thing I want you to know. You better look before you leave. Still waters run deep, and there won't always be someone there to pull you out. And you know what I'm talking about. So smile for a while and let's be jolly. There shouldn't be so melancholy. Come along and share the good times while we can. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. Oh, honey, I need to turn that fan on. It got warm in here fast. But the house is comfortable. It's just this little moving around kind of warms you up. But whew, this track is really hard to balance out between vocals and the music. And yesterday I tried to do this. Either I would be too loud or the music would be too loud. And then the thunder come in, and then I got tickled. So I was like, maybe I should just keep this one, put it up when I get up tomorrow morning, and just let it be. But the part where I got tickled, it sounded more like I messed up instead of me starting to laugh. So you really could tell by my face expression that was what was fixing to happen, but I caught myself. So I said, I'll just delete it, and I'll start over. I spent an extra 2 hours Thursday cutting grass because of the heat. Hold on. There we go. Don't you hear me swallowing? That's not nice. If I can avoid it, I will. This is supposed to not catch background noise. So when it thundered yesterday and it come across, that tells you it's kicking. But oh, cutting the grass. It highlighted my hair. So I'm going to take care of that this weekend. But I took longer breaks Thursday because with the heat index, it was like 108, 110 here. And apparently, I did something right. Because after spending 5 hours in the process of cutting the yard and doing the trim work, which it don't normally take you that. If I didn't have to take breaks, I'd have it done a whole lot sooner. Whole lot sooner. But we do what we got to do. I'd rather do that than be out there laying in the grass with grass hanging out my mouth, going, I don't know what happened. I just buzzards circling around, going, I don't know. She's took her last breath yet, boys. We might want to wait a little bit longer. We'll sit over here on the branch and wait it out and see if she turns or twitches before we go to pecking on her. But, in fact, I saw a shadow go over me when I got to the backyard. And I saw it go across the ground. But you know, you push and you're looking down. I ain't got no trees back there, so I ain't got to worry about running into anything. But I saw this shadow cast going across the ground, and I looked up, and it was that blamed buzzard. I was like, not today, honey, nor tomorrow. You ain't getting me. As far as I'm concerned, it ain't going to happen. When I took my break, I went inside instead of sitting outside. I didn't want it to get confused. But the yard sure did look good, and I got some lilies coming out, starting to bloom. And it rained, that rain, honey. Another one started coming out, and I think the rest of them will probably be out this weekend. Give you a picture of that. I love them. They're pretty and pink and white. Got a little bit of yellow in the center. They smell good too. And they're right there at my steps. And you come up on my porch, so you get a good whiff of it when you step up. Got your own little air freshener right there. Well, I got a screen in my porch. Ready to get that nice little scent. All right, let me get off here. I was afraid I was going to pull my shirt. I was going to try to do this without my glasses, and I could have. But I ain't putting no makeup on today. I'll use a filter, okay? Majority of the time I will use a filter because if I'm not going anywhere other than just doing this, I ain't going to waste my makeup. I'll save it for some year down the road. Anyway, y'all take it easy, be nice, be careful, stay hydrated, and look out for each other. Later, Gators.